The much-anticipated Commissioner's Cup Youth Football Tournament has been called off, and Police Commissioner Gary Griffith is not happy. As we hear from Ruskin Mark, the Commissioner reluctantly made the decision, but did not forget to let his displeasure be known in being forced to do so.
At present, there are no COVID-19 health regulations that forbid sport at any age group. Hence, the Commissioner's push to host the Commissioner's Cup next month, which would have accommodated around 2,000 children competing in the under-14, under-16 and under-18 categories. But regrettably, Commissioner Gary Griffith had to hold his hand on this year's tournament.
So if the Chief Medical Officer has a concern as it pertains to a football tournament, we will adhere to it. And I think persons have misunderstood my point. So if there's a concern about the Commissioner's Cup, which is something that was to be used as a catalyst towards getting young persons to remain healthy, to stay away from crime, and to utilize their energies in the right manner, but there's a concern by the CMO, well then obviously we will not have the Commissioner's Cup.
Quite unhappy to have to call off the tournament, the Police Commissioner sounded off and directed his comments to Health Minister and the Chief Medical Officer, whom he says have been ducking him for some time.
In the same way that every single day we've heard the concern not to have a sporting tournament, there's less risk for a sporting tournament than there is for 1,000 children on Maracas Beach on a Sunday. But I have not heard that concern by the CMO and the Minister of Health. I have not heard a concern by the Minister of Health and the CMO about several hundred children being in a water park or hundreds of children in a movie theater where the air will be circulating. And my point is, the reason why we need to know is because the police service, we are here to enforce laws, and we are also here to persuade in policies. So if it is that you just give us a briefing to say that do not have a sporting tournament, but you could allow persons to play 20-a-side small goal in an enclosed environment in Nelson Mandela Park and nothing is done, that is not democracy, that's hypocrisy.
Commissioner Griffith had earlier indicated that all the necessary precautions would have been in place for the tournament, including the banning of spectators and huddling. Temperature checks for players and teams were to leave match venues immediately after their games. Ruskin Mark, TDT Sports.